Fatty liver, also known as hepatic steatosis, is a condition in which too much fat is deposited in the liver. It has been shown to affect 1 in every 4 Americans, and it's a silent disease that often has no symptoms. It comes in 2 primary forms: alcoholic fatty liver disease and non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. These conditions can gradually damage your liver and may prevent it from removing toxins from the blood and producing bile for the digestive system. When the liver cannot perform these tasks effectively, it may increase your risk of developing many other health problems such as weight gain, insulin resistance, diabetes, and even liver failure. Its common causes are chronic alcohol consumption, excessive use of certain medications, and most importantly, certain foods that we eat daily. In today's video, let's learn about some very common foods that can cause and worsen fatty liver disease. Let's begin. Number 1. Added sugar. This may happen as sugar is made up of 2 molecules, glucose and fructose. Glucose is used by muscles, the brain, the intestines, and various other organs to fuel their activities, but fructose cannot be used directly by our organs. It is primarily metabolized by the liver. About 95% of fructose is processed by the liver. So when you consume a lot of sugar or added sugar products like ice creams, sodas, beverages, etc., it can overwhelm your liver as it tries to convert fructose into fats, a process known as hepatic steatosis. Over time, this fat buildup leads to a condition called non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, which can progress to more serious liver damage if left unchecked. In fact, according to a 2021 study, participants who consumed a diet with 20% of energy from added sugar for 8 weeks found a 3% increase in liver fat. Other participants of the study who consumed a diet with only 10% of calories coming from added sugars found a 14% reduction in liver fat. Another study from 2020 found that even small amounts of added sugar, particularly from fructose-containing drinks, consumed over just a few weeks, can boost the liver's fat production by up to 53%. These findings leave no room for doubt. Too much added sugar is bad news for your liver. By cutting back on sugary foods and drinks, you can protect your liver health and prevent fatty liver conditions from happening in the first place. Remember, small changes add up to big benefits in the long run, so swap that soda for water, choose fruits over candy, and prioritize whole, unprocessed foods. Number 2. Deep-fried and salty foods. Indulging in excessive fatty, fried, or salty foods might feel like a harmless treat. But fast food, potato chips, and packaged snacks contain a diverse range of unhealthy fats, trans fats, and additives that can wreak havoc on your liver health. Studies show that excessive fat intake, particularly exceeding 35% of daily calorie intake, has been linked to an increased risk of fatty liver disease. Saturated and trans fats found in these foods promote fat accumulation in the liver. In fact, a 2015 study found that individuals with non-alcoholic fatty liver disease had significantly higher intakes of saturated fat and trans fat compared to healthy individuals. On the other hand, salty snacks and fast food meals are loaded with sodium, often exceeding daily recommendations. High sodium intake can contribute to fluid retention, inflammation, and liver damage. A 2019 study observed an association between high sodium intake and liver fibrosis, a serious complication of fatty liver disease. These calorie-dense foods can also lead to excessive calorie intake and weight gain. Obesity, in turn, is a major risk factor for fatty liver disease, with studies showing up to a 70% prevalence of non-alcoholic fatty liver disease in overweight people. A 2012 study found that teenagers who frequently consumed fatty fried foods were more than twice as likely to have a fatty liver compared to those who didn't. One 2013 study shows that exceeding 35% of daily calorie intake from fat can significantly increase the risk of fatty liver disease. But you don't need to completely eliminate fatty foods from your daily diet. Limit your sodium intake to less than 2,300 milligrams per day, according to the experts' recommendations. And if you have high blood pressure, experts say that salt intake should be no more than 1,500 milligrams per day. Swap frying with other cooking methods, such as baking, steaming, or grilling. Replace processed snacks with fresh fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. Limit sodium intake by opting for natural spices and herbs to enhance flavor. And lastly, prioritize balanced meals with lean protein, healthy fats, and fiber. Number 3. Processed meat. Red and processed meats like beef, pork, and deli meats are notorious for their saturated fat content. Studies show that high saturated fat intake can significantly increase liver fat buildup. Excess saturated fat isn't just bad for your arteries. It can also accumulate around your organs, including the liver. In fact, a 2018 case control study found that people with non-alcoholic fatty liver disease consumed significantly higher amounts of red meat, an average of 43.7 grams per day, and processed meats by an average of 6.58 grams per day, as compared to healthy people. Beyond the inherent fat content, processed meats often come loaded with additives like nitrates and nitrites. These compounds can break down into harmful substances that might contribute to liver damage, as suggested by a 2017 study. On top of that, many common cooking methods like grilling or frying red meats at high temperatures can generate harmful compounds, such as heterocyclic amines, which can trigger inflammation and have also been shown to be potential carcinogens. So it's best to avoid or at least limit the consumption of red or processed meats and opt for healthier protein-rich sources, like poultry, fish, tofu, or tempeh. In fact, a 2016 study shows that substituting red meat with poultry or fish led to a 36% decrease in liver fat content in people with fatty liver disease. Number 4. Refined flour. Refined or processed flour is stripped of its bran and germ during processing, making it essentially rich in carbs and starch that can cause rapid spikes in your blood sugar levels. And as you may know, excessive sugar intake is a major risk factor for non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. When you reach for white bread, pasta, or rice, your body absorbs the readily available starch quickly, leading to a rapid surge in blood sugar. This triggers the release of insulin to bring blood sugar back down, but this process can overshoot, eventually contributing to insulin resistance and chronic inflammation, both associated with fatty liver disease. In fact, a 2015 study compared the diets of individuals with both healthy and fatty liver and concluded that those with fatty liver took over 43% of their daily calories from refined carbs, as compared to the healthy group who took just around 29% of their daily calories from refined carbs. One 2022 study shows that people who consumed fewer refined grains were significantly less likely to have metabolic syndrome, a cluster of risk factors including high blood pressure and abnormal cholesterol, all known to increase the risk of fatty liver disease. So it's best to limit your intake of refined carbs and opt for whole wheat bread, brown rice, quinoa, or barley for nutritious, fiber-rich carbs that digest slowly and can keep blood sugar stable. Lentils, beans, and sweet potatoes offer another excellent source of complex carbohydrates and fiber, promoting satiety and supporting balanced blood sugar levels. Even whole grains, in excessive amounts, can contribute to blood sugar spikes. Be mindful of serving sizes and enjoy carbs alongside protein and healthy fats for a balanced meal. Number 5. Alcohol. When it comes to liver health, the dangers of alcohol cannot be overstated. Excessive alcohol consumption is the leading cause of liver disease in the United States. In fact, an estimated 51,642 adults in the U.S. died from liver disease in 2020, with alcohol-related causes playing a significant role. If untreated, alcoholic fatty liver disease can progress to more severe conditions like alcoholic hepatitis and liver cirrhosis in up to 80% of individuals. Unlike non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, which stems primarily from lifestyle factors like diet and obesity, alcoholic fatty liver disease arises solely from chronic excessive alcohol intake. Every time you drink, your liver gets overwhelmed while metabolizing and detoxifying the alcohol. The liver struggles to break down alcohol efficiently, leading to the buildup of fat within liver cells. This fatty buildup disrupts normal liver function and sets the stage for further liver damage. The National Institute on Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism recommends no more than 1 drink per day for women and 2 drinks per day for men. By prioritizing moderation, you can dramatically reduce your risk of developing alcohol-related liver diseases and maintain optimal liver health. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel to support our mission to help improve your health. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.